All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Swap Up Gaming's channel, where we're building a new game, Galaxy's Dawn, which is a RPG. We'll see, but the idea is that it's supposed to be an MMO. That is further down the line. Right now we're just starting to put things together. We are currently working on controlling items through data assets. So you are going to, for example, pop out a container in the world. It is totally controlled by data assets. It's setting everything up for that item with a data asset. So that is the idea of the whole thing. Um, let's see, I'm gonna continue setting up my stream here. Started. So if you have any comments, any ideas, anything about what you see, any questions, uh, you know, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing this way? How did you solve that problem? The comment section is right there. If you're here when I'm live, then I'm willing to, try to explain to you why I do certain things. If there is something with C++ code that you want to learn, want to understand, want to know about, please ask away. I'm always willing to try to explain what I'm doing. I don't know everything. I'm going to say that. I am not an expert. I am here to learn myself. All right. So, but most concepts I absolutely do have a full understanding of. Uh, so, um, but then again, we're working with a gas system right now, and the gas system is something I am trying to learn properly. I've done some tutorials on it. I've been doing some work, and right now I'm just in the process of learning all the bits and bobs about it. So anyway, today we're gonna try to connect our data asset with our Hi, Sir Bosso. How you doing, man? Welcome in. I hope you have a good day. What I was going to say was that today we're going to work with connecting our data asset information with the actual widget that we are uh, launching into the world. So that's what we're going to work with. Python OpenGL. Well, that's something I don't know anything about at all. I was playing around a little bit with Python. Um, 2, 3 years ago, I was doing some beginner tutorials, started to learn to understand the language, but I don't know, I never got to it because it was all controlled in a prompt window, and I never got to the whole programming part. We were sitting and doing prompts, windows and stuff, and then never got any further than that. Mm. All right. Let's see. Um, 3D stuff using pure code. Oh, all right. Nah, I'd rather do visual and stuff with that. Definitely. I am. How should I put it? Uh, I'm yeah, 3D stuff. I mean, I'm a Blender user, so that's what I do. Let's see here. So what I was thinking about just doing a couple of things with my interactional base class here. It's gonna create a couple of functions. It's gonna be a setters for my item and for my level. Just so we're spawning the item that we actually can trigger what they are and what level they're supposed to be at. These two items, these two objects is absolutely the last thing that let's see why I'm using UI. with C++ because it's easier to control. I mean, it's, how should I put it? I'm not saying, first of all, I'm doing this as a learning exercise for me, to get the C++ in properly. Second of all, controlling things with C++ give me more flexibility, if I put it like that. BP might be easier, but BP is also messier when it comes to certain things. And I feel that grabbing information from different parts, from different files, because we're grabbing information from, you know, right now we are grabbing from different files, left and right, grabbing it from the UI manager, for example, grabbing information from there to present on our screen. Later on, if you're going to grab it from a server, what are you going to do? You're going to do that in Blueprint, then all of a sudden all the code needs to start going into the C++ anyway, when you start interacting with APIs and servers. So, yeah. All right, let's see. We're gonna get a void function to set these things when we spawn them. So we're gonna set item type, or set item. This should be fine. And we're gonna be an interactable items. Next one called a item to set. Jesus, there we go. Item to set. Yeah, I absolutely loved C++. That is absolutely a true statement. Set item level. Set item type. And I love coding. I do this because I love to do it. This is my hobby. This is what I love to do instead of playing games or whatever. This is what I love to interact with. So absolutely, this is, you know, this is not work for me. This is play. I'm playing right now, basically. So let's see. We're gonna set these to this item and level. So item equals item to set. So that is not gonna work. Why not? A directable item. Items. Yeah. No, it did work. Oh, it's weird. All right. Your hobby is doing everything universe humanly possible. Yeah. Well, don't split yourself. That's one thing that, you know, if you're trying to learn and do everything yourself, the problem with that is that you get good at nothing, and you know, you understand some things very, very, you know, you understand a lot of things very, very poorly instead of concentrating on certain aspects. I've been doing that my entire life, trying to learn as much as possible. So I know a little bit of a lot of things, but I'm not very good at anything. So right now, this is my way of concentrating on one thing to learn that properly. Oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? And you know, it's the way I try to concentrate my life into doing something pretty good. Let's see. So that was that. So let's go into start thinking about how we're going to interact with our information sub-widget. So what we're talking about here is, of course, this. If we go to information, we need to fill this guy out depending on, it's out totally blank right now. This needs to be filled out. We got all the information we need. We just need to hook it up. This widget is a full function widget that will be able to present all the data we need. We just need to fill it out basically with the information we gathering. So that's what we're gonna do here right now. So let's see, where the hell are we? So this is the basic information widget. And right now it's connected to work with our other item in the world. So we need to change how we interact with this code. Let's see. So I need to think about what's happening first, what's happening second. Let's see here. We're gonna close these for now. I'm gonna open the actual widget. Basic information widget. Oh, I need to freaking find that too. Tab selector radial. This is widgets, yes. Information, galaxies dawn. That's gotta be it, right? Yeah, you got a header item, you got the root size box, you got the header act. So let's start with the header. Header item texture. Something tells me that we need to rework this because it's not supposed to be a header item texture. Something tells me I need to do something else. There's not supposed to be a 2D texture. Initialize. Set information. So we are checking if the target implements the interactable interface, which we do. First of all, the correct ID is not right here. How do you make UI visible and not visible in C++? Well, we call a function on the widget, set visibility. That's basically what you do. I mean, you have a function called set visibility on the widget type. Let's see here. We need the first of all. This needs to be an F string. Icon ID. And we are going to get the ID. However, we need to get that as a string rather than an int. So that is the interactable interface. Interactable interface. There we go. So I get item ID is going to be an F string. There we go. Get ID is something we need to call in our object. Base class. Where we're going to set that. Get row name. All right, let's get the ID now. Virtual F string. Oh shit. All right. Let's see here, interactable interface, we have that, so why didn't that work? So virtual F string, oh, because we need to do it implementable, get item ID. What the hell? This needs to be another type. Get item ID. There we go. That's, oh jeez, right, freaking dog. Scared the crap out of me. Don't need to return anything there just yet. We're gonna return the interactable. Oh shit! I got an inline thing. Do that. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just refuses to give me. It just gives me the inline version of it. So let's see where our item ID is. Right, our item ID is item. We need to get the f-string version of that. Let's see here. We got that, didn't we? Return row name. This is exactly what we did here. So get row name is the same thing as our function here. So I think we are going to just replace that with this. But it needs to be an F string. So yeah. Oh, come on. So we're going to return that straight up. And how about that? That's returning a row name. That is something we're using within the function, within the class. This one will go outside the class and can return it as an f-string version. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So go back to our thing here. We're going to basically let's do this. Boom. So now we get the ID of the interactable item if ID is not equal to invalid. There we go. If it's not invalid, then we are going to get all right. Let's see. Let's do this. That's gonna be all right. Think so. The row name is now an F name, and the F name finds a row, and we are now at the point where we need to what we're gonna do here. Well, we're going to connect to the right data table. So what I want to do here is I want to get my UI manager, UGD function library, have that on my thing here on my function library is where I have like access to all kinds of shit that I connected up to it. I don't have the correct data table just yet. The data table I want, I need to first place it on my UI data, not data assets. I'm gonna do it on my UI data manager. UI data manager. Where are you, my friend? Where did I place you? I placed you under inventory, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know why, but that's why I did it. All right. Let's see. We got our data tables here already, so we're gonna go and we're gonna grab one of these, and this will be our interactable data table. Okay, I cannot spell, but do it correctly. So that is there. So we need to be able to get that and do that by, well, creating a function called get interactable data table. Return that. We're going to return interactable data table. So now we return that. However, I rather, because this is probably something I'm going to use quite a bit, so I'm going to create a function. Close down these guys for now. On my, let's see, ability helper file. There we go. Function. No, I don't want to do that. Function library. I'm going to create a function called get. Let's see here. Get ability system, UI system, current avatar remove. I don't get my data tables. That's silly. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna use a, we can copy this guy actually. Yeah, copy him anyway. I think I want to sort this into a, boom. Here we can place that here, and this is gonna be data. And what it's going to return is a data table. So you data table get interactable items data table. Boom. And what do we need? Well, we'll need a uWorld context object because we're going to have to get our manager first. Actually, want to create. Let's see, why is U red there? I got one too many of these. All right. Let's create getters for all these data tables. We're going to get a module data table and get vehicle data table. Right. That should be it, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. Generate those definitions. Boom and boom. Right. So we're gonna get our UI manager. That is that function. Boom. And we're gonna get interactable data table. Get module data table. And we're gonna have a function called get vehicle data table. All right, so we got those functions up and running. Yeah, we need to return this, of course. There we go. Cool. So we have that. So now we can just shut this down. Boom. And we can go into our basic controller here. And now we can get interactable items data table. And we need a world context, and this will be this one. So this is a U data table pointer called data table. This is called yeah, data table. So now we need to get our data table. Do I need to cast it first? I think I do need to cast it. No, it's a U data table. So this is the cast itself. So data table, find row, and then we're gonna cast it to what type it is. So we need to know what type this item is, because we're gonna have 3 types for now, and we're gonna have interactable. This is let's see here. No, data tables is going to be the same. Sorry, that is wrong by me. The actual data table is going to be an interactable. So let's take a look at our data table struct. Just for the hell of it. It's not the data table. It's actually the data asset that it needs to be cast on type. Let's see, our data table for, this is enums, sorry, is this guy right here. That guy is the guy we're going to cast to. Boom. So, and the found row, here we go, needs to be cast. Right now, found row is not a UE5 interactable items data table. It is found row. It's an I item data, F item data. So we need to set a, because the thing is that I'm going to need this information. Right. So I need to know, is this an interactable? So we know that it is up here, but I think that check should come later. That check should come down here. Boom. If it is, then we're going to set this. Boom. And this found row is now going to be changed for now. So I'm going to say found interactable data row. Do that. I'm going to set that function, not function, but we're going to get a, create a type. There we go. boom, boom. And this is not right, so this needs to be a T object pointer. There we go. Boom. And oh shit, what did I do? Ha! Like that, right? Found interactable row. And now we got that. So now we have found a row on that. And let's do this. If. Thanks, man. Code Mafia. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just coding away. So, let's see here. If we now have a data row, we're gonna set the header item text. Oh, the dog came in. Nice. Right, so we're gonna get the level of the target. And how did I do that here? Did I not get that? It's fine. I'll get it. Go to target, and it is a interactable interface, so we can just do it's an int32 get, let's see, int32 target level. Should be a small I, sorry. That is there. But we need to set it too. So let's see if we have a function called get inventory component interactable. Where the hell are we? Interactable. Oh, we can check that, and we're gonna check our interactable interface, item type, item level. Here we go. We got the get target level. Did we implement that here? Get target. Nope, we did not. So we need to do that. Interactable table there. Virtual int32. Get target level implementation. Return. Generate definition. Don't need that. Boom. So we're gonna have a get row name. I think we have a get level here somewhere. Sure. I think I remember that, but no, nothing there. Get row name, set item level, but we didn't actually get it. Nope. All right. So let's do that. So the item level is, so return, let's see. First of all, we can set a int32 item level equals, and we need to take the item. Didn't we do it up here somewhere? I have a clear memory that I did this somewhere. Because we need the in level. Yeah, here we go. This, yeah, we're setting the actual level to level +1 because level, of course, is a zero sum. So we're just going to return active level here. Is all we need to return. There we go. That's it. That's it. Knew I did something with it. We're setting active level in begin play, and it is from our enum level +1, because level, of course, is a level 1 is 0 and level 2 is 1, etc., etc. So we return in the active level. So we go back here and we say target actor. Oh, wait a minute. No. We're doing this. We're doing execute. Doing an execute. interactable interface. Execute. Get target level. And we're gonna get the target actor. Boom. There we go. Now we have the level of the actor. Let's see, we found the data, found the interactable data row, and if we have that, we're setting header item name to an f text from name, found in row, name variation by level, target level. This is, yeah. Let's just, we have an error somewhere, probably further down here, because we're not doing everything as we should. I just want to see, so we actually populate it a little bit. This feels like I'm missing something. To be honest, I actually feel like I'm missing something. I think I'm missing one step. It just feels wrong. Yeah, no, this is not, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is so wrong. Okay. First of all, we can just check this guy. There we go. Yeah, we've been slipping into what I did last time, and that is not what I'm supposed to do now. I'm supposed to go in and grab the information from. That's what I do. Is get all these errors out of here. I need to get the data asset right now. I'm collecting information from Jesus baloney. That's okay. Overriding visual code, return the different, not convert from what? Get item, virtual ID, get ID. Oh shit, this is an F string. What's an F string? Okay. Oh, okay, no. This is sorry, this is my GD basic container. This is the old version I'm not going to use anymore. So instead of removing it, I will just hide these errors. So get ID, we're just going to hide that. As I said, this is the old version of the container that we're not going to use anymore. It's going to probably give me a lot of errors as I move along here. Basic information widget. Yep, we got that problem there. Boom. That is a struct, not a class. Okay. T object pointer. Same thing here. This is not a Can't be a pointer, right? Can't be a pointer. But as a struct, I don't think they allow me to do a T object pointer though. I think that was the problem I had before. Sorry. Look at that now, all the errors are gone. All right, but we're moving back and seeing that we, of course, is doing something wrong. Let's see. So we got the data row. Now we want to have the data actor, and we need to know what type of item this is, because we have different types of data assets. So we have storage items. We have mineable items. And we have hackable. That is just for now. So target actors, if the target actors implement the interactable interface, we should be able to get a function going that will collect that information for us. So if we look at our item here, this is going to be, that is just to get the name of it. We probably need, let's see, on the item data side here, do we have anything? This is the item type, but this is module, vehicle, or default. Now this is probably going to go into another version. We need to update that. Can you stop, please? Go away. Health, main storage, there's the storage thing. This is components. Here are interactable types. This is exactly what I talked about. So I got interactable types. I don't set it anywhere on this guy though. We need to set that. I'm gonna get that. We set it actually on the data table, but not here. Class. Interactable base class. We're gonna set here. Boom. Interactable type. Let's do a U property with that one. I don't even know if I need it, but well, we'll do it. Then we can go into the interactable base class here, and we load the class data. We get the row. If it is, well, then we just set it here, right? Interactable type equals interactable mineable. Here we set it to storable. And here we set it to hackable. There we go. Now we'll go into our interactable interface, and we are returning. Let's get one of those up and running here. And we're returning an interactable items. For declaration. Didn't we have that already, to be honest? No, we don't. Okay, let's... Yeah, we can forward clear. It's fine, I think. Get interactable items. Don't need to have anything there. We don't need to do anything there either. Forgot about that. So now we're going to do another implementable thing here. So it's a virtual interactable items. Get interactable items implementation. And we're just going to return that. And return. Return that. And it says it can't be returned, cannot convert interactable type to return interactable items. No, because this is a shit. Interactable type. There we go. That's what the one we wanted. Stupid. And we're gonna go into our interface as well. There. This is just gonna be type. We're gonna update that as well. There we go. Oh my god. No, maybe that was correct. Okay. And interactable type. No. Damn. Okay. Get interactable type. God damn it. It's supposed to be so freaking hard to do this little thing. And interactable interface. Oh. Nice. All right. So now we got that. Everything is error free. Yes. Cool. So, get. So we're gonna do is a interactable interface. Oh, this is. That is right. That is right. Execute. Get interactable type. And this is going to be target act. Now, what are we going to do with this? This is going to be a executable. Let's get that here. Type equals. Probably need to get that included. Now maybe we already have that included with our data, item data. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We're gonna do a switch statement. We're gonna switch on type. There we go. And now we're gonna do case. Interactable storeable. There we go. There we go. Break. And we're gonna do a. Let's do all of them just to have it. This is gonna be mineable. This is gonna be hackable. Nice. That. All right. Probably going to need to store this somehow. So let's store it here. Found interactive data row. And this can be a T object pointer because this is going to be a class of that. U storable. U storage. Oh, nope. It's not a U. Hey, Renly. Sup? Everything good? Hope you're having a good day. That is the class I wanted. Why didn't you come up? Oh shit, wrong place. There we go. Storable data asset. Just gonna forward declare this guy. Class, if I don't have it already, I don't think I do. Oh my god, what the hell happened? Jesus. Just touch a little button somewhere and all of a sudden it's just hell breaks loose. All right. So now we got that. So we want to get our storable data asset. Got all kinds of shit open. Damn, why am I so bad at that? Now we're gonna load. So we're gonna load the soft pointer. So I'm gonna get our found interactable data row. And we're gonna say item data asset dot and load synchronously. Wow, there we go. And we are not happy. Why are we not happy? What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh my god, come on. I'm doing this all over the place and I keep forgetting exactly what I'm doing wrong. So let's see here, for example, I do it in here. So U data asset need to be U data asset. Okay. Let's do that then. New data asset. Let's do it that way. Just take a look and see what the hell I'm doing here. And then I cast it. All right, okay. So let's do that instead. Cast. Yeah, come on. I don't remember that. Are you kidding me? And this will be a data asset. Okay, so we're just gonna rename this to loaded. Oh, loaded data asset. And there we go. And okay, use storable. Let's see here. No. Okay. Include, and this is under data and under storable items data asset. And we are good. Look at that. All right. So now we have our data assets. Now we can actually do what we set out to do. And I'm just gonna grab that code here. So the header item name text is going to be from name, found row, no, from storable data asset. There we go. Name read. Let's just take a look at the data asset just so we get the name right. Name variation by level. Oh shit. I'm lost. I'm lost. Ah, help me. Anyway, so we're setting that header item name text to that based on the target level that we got. Where did we get that? That's up here somewhere. There we go. There's the target level. See here, header item name text. Is that the function I just did? Yeah, can remove that. Just test it out and see if it freaking works or if we get any errors. Hey, cold chain. Yeah, when it's time. Yeah, we're gonna do some what do you call it, compiling, and that means that the cold chain man can come up. I just need to start actually compiling. Yeah, oh, my buddy. It's my buddy. Booty. My booty. It's my booty. Yeah, I'm talking to you now when we're compiling. Yes, compiling. And there we go. We are finished compiling. Yeah, hold on. You can sit like that for a little bit. You don't have to go down, Cole. No, they don't have to. All right, so let's see here. Start, and let's get the information. And we are... Stop. Okay, I need to fix this. Stop. Just because I said hello to you doesn't make you go insane. The row strike null pointer. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, row name is interactable 001. Oh shoot! Yeah, of course. Stupid on me. I actually haven't added the data struct or data table to the place I'm supposed to. So yeah, I just gave the code. I didn't actually add it. All right, let's see. Come on, need to get you up there. Data tables, new. Let's see, did I do that in blueprints or did I do that in code? I don't think I did it in code. Let's just take a look at it. That's for the hell of it. I need to go into my UI manager subsystem. How do I do with the other ones? Oh, I loaded in code. All right, that's why. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm just gonna copy this guy here. Boom. Because I actually don't have a blueprint for this UI manager. So this will be not module, but interactable. And here and shit, I see that I did something wrong here. Wow, interesting. It doesn't matter. It matters. Of course it matters, but let's see. And H Interactable data table is the one we want to load. Interactable data table. There. And interactable object finder should show. Just gonna get the right address for that. Data tables, and this guy here. Copy reference. And let's just paste it in here. Boom, boom, boom. No, remove that and remove that. That should be fine. And I'll just recompile this. So when we're starting the game, the subsystem is collecting this information for us. We don't have to actually add it to a blueprint. And it's actually really nice not to have to create blueprints of everything and actually start just getting the information from wherever it is and just add it here, and then we just have a file. Let's see if we get a crash. Basic small container. So that is awesome because it's level. Let's see, this is now a blueprint, so we are going to get this thrown in here via spawn instead. But if I make this a level 5 instead, and we do that, it's a basic XL container. So the code actually works. That's nice. That's nice to see. All right, so now all we need to do is start to put in the information as it is presented. One thing I was thinking about is that my image that I have here, it didn't work, but there was a reason for that. I'm actually using a soft object pointer of a U to the texture, and I have, since I did this code the first time, I figured out that it's probably not the best way of doing it this way, because I couldn't get this to work, to be honest. However, if we look at some other places I've been doing this, let's see, here's a filling window. Item, can you stop? You sound like a broken freaking wheel. This is widgets. I don't need to be in widgets. I need to be in a widget controller. From sub widget button controller. Storage display. Well, we can look at that. No, by the way, we can't. Well, maybe we can, but it doesn't matter. It's display content control. I think this is it. Set content initial display. Stop. You drive me crazy, Coltrane. Your whining drives me total bonkers. Is it not in here? Okay. Storage display, prompt screen, item display. Here we go. Well, man, currently doing the same thing as you. Oh, you do? Awesome. Yeah, I really like doing these things where I have to, dig into data and have something totally data driven. So yeah, I really enjoy this. Here we go. set image. So we are creating a brush. Brush item size, item. Okay, we're doing it there. And this is from the item display widget controller. Got an item image. Let's see how I actually is storing this information. Oh, I didn't have to start that. I can actually go into my interactionable. Let's see. How am I storing this? Please stop, culture. I have to put you outside, otherwise I don't want to force you to be standing outside. It's actually not a very nice day today. But honestly. Item component. Oh yeah, right. Item images by level. So I have in32. I have a 2D texture. Yep. So I actually have that, and item by level. So, oh yeah, okay. So this is exactly what I need to do. Yeah, it makes me keep you going forward and taking it step by step. I mean, to be honest, when I started this whole project, I came with a basic idea, just what I wanted to do. But this way of approaching it as I do it right now and taking it step by step and move myself forward, it's like I always have a next step. Always have something more. I will never sit and go like, what the hell am I gonna do now? It's like you always have a little step forward to move on to the next item on my list. This whole data driven thing is just it fits so well into that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes my words just come out and then I end up and I'm like, what the fuck am I just saying? Let's see. So I have a T map. Why do I have a T map? Well, I have the level. Okay, I gotta go and get him outside. I'll be right back. Holy smoke! Damn. It like sounds like he has that high pitched little whine if he doesn't get his way. And it just you're trying to sit and concentrate and on what the hell you're doing, and it's like oh my god. All right. So let's first of all load the T array. No, it was not a T array, it was a T map. All right. Let's see here. So we can just copy this guy here. And because just gonna load it in and see what we can do with this. Equals storable data asset. That's the one. That's exactly what I want to have. So now we have that. So we can use a for loop, I guess. for each. Yeah. And if the key images by level dot key equals active level, target level, sorry, target level, that is true, and that is not the equal we're looking for. We're looking for that one. So if that is true, then we can just get our item control and just copy this stuff here. See what we can do with that. See, header item texture. Creating a brush. Shut the brush. And we're gonna do target actor. No, sorry. Images by level dot value. Is that a G object? Cannot convert a, okay. How about that? Ha, there we go. I don't know, 64 by 64. Just do it right now. And we're gonna set the image. So what is the image? Boom. Can we get it here? Basic information widget. Header item texture. So weird. Freaking no, that's a texture. We don't need a texture. What the hell am I doing here? I need the image. Why have I got a text? It's supposed to be a U. Oh my, I don't know what the fuck I did here. Basic information widget controller. So let's look at my basic base information widget. This is the bad boy we're talking about, right? And item header actor. There we go. That's the bad boy we want. Let's just take a look at how I set it. This is a long time ago since I did this. The controller is set. Oh, right. Oh my god. I was initializing a base widget on the base UI widget controller interface. There was a whole thing when I was setting this up. The thing is that the idea is that I'm going to use the outer layer of this thing for many different things, and I could not just keep on casting two specific controllers. So I created a base UI widget controller interface to be able to do different things with different controllers, and that was the idea of the whole thing from the start. So this is the only widget I actually do this with, and so I have to look into this. But then again, we got the struct, we got the in creating a UI widget struct that we're sending, and this item header actor image, we actually have that here, and that is a U image. So we're supposed to, when we get this through our initialization base widget. We should get it here. This needs control. That's the wrong freaking thing. I don't need to have that open at all. Close that now. In here, initialized, I'm going to do here, we're going to set the item name, item switcher. All right. So we actually don't set, why, what am I doing here really? This is a while ago, so I just reworking it, and I see that, you know, since I did this, I've done a shit ton of widgets, and I totally changed the way how I interact with this. This was a little bit special though when I created it, but main control, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. What the hell am I doing here? So all I need to do here though is create a key object pointer of U image called header image. So, and I'm going to use a new property, so we're including this in the garbage disposal system, and we're going to set the initialize here, set information data. Jesus, set information data, if target data, blah 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 blah. I need, first of all, Jesus, this, no, not that. What the hell? Yeah, this whole control need to be reworked, to be honest. Base UI widget dot, and let's see, UI image. There we go. Now we got that one checked, so now we can set the brush on that. Set the brush, and that one I actually don't need to do at all. Yeah, let's rerun this. And while I do that, I'm gonna scream at my dog to shut up. Lägg av mig bort, men nu räcker det. Du får sluta. It really is funny that I have a dog that hates horses. So he barks at the horses. We have a paddock just behind it. I don't know if he hates the horses. It's just that he... declaration header image. Oh, okay. I need to go in here and probably include component. No, we got the image there. Oh. Do we need to forward declare U image? Do we have U image? Damn, when this happens. What are you talking about? Declaration of header image hides class. Oh, I probably already had it. Header image. Oh, there we go. This whole function is probably unnecessary now. I don't know where that came from. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm redoing things. Anyway, so he doesn't like horses. So we have a paddock behind us, and the paddock, we have two horses, and it's up on a hill, so he can just see the closest part to our property, you know, very closest part. But as he comes out, he sees a little sliver of a horse somewhere. He goes and starts barking at it. And the horses don't like go away. They both of them go like, oh, somebody's talking to us. So they come up to the fence where he stands and barks. So he barks at them, and they feel like it's entertaining. It's entertainment for the horses. So they're like, oh, right, he's barking at us. Look at him. And he continued barking, 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 because they are just standing there. And it's like, oh. No image. Okay, why don't we have an image? All right, let's see what we are doing wrong here. We're probably doing a lot of shit wrong, but bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Let's do this. We're gonna set the brush. I don't know. Have we even set an image? That could be a question that we need to answer first. Data assets, because this is something I noticed yesterday a lot of times. Yeah, I had set an image on level 1. On level 1. So that could actually explain it. So I need to go to data asset blueprints. We're gonna go into game control, because I changed the equipable item here. Not that one, sorry, the interactable item. Come on, open up. Set it to level 5. So if we set it to level 1 here and see if we can get something. Yeah, okay, I did a loaded image level 1. That's the image that we just did, so that's awesome. So we're gonna just continue and get that, and that's the image. So actually doesn't look very good. I need some kind of framing on that. But we got some information popped up. Good. And everything seems to work. God. Cool. All right. Now we need to, of course, continue to build on this and make sure that everything get populated as it's supposed to. So this was just to set information, the top part of it. So let's see here what we can do. So we're setting the information, and then we're setting the header switcher. So the header switcher is, let's see, set header switcher. It is, if we go into the actual blueprint, the UI, loading widgets, here is the actual blueprint. So we got a switcher here saying that either we have something in here or we don't. See the difference here? Got the buttons on top, and that is why I'm trying to use this for multiple things. So for example, if it's not an information map for a item, but actually going to be used for something completely different. And why I do is because of the amazing, I can drag and drop this and all that, so I don't have to redo that code. But if it is something else, I can just hide that, depending on. Gonna get crazy with the dog. I can't have him inside because he's just walking around my freaking desk and whining. And if I put him outside, he just goes around and barks for 20 minutes or 2 hours or whatever. And then I have to take him in, and then he's like, okay, now I can walk around and whine. It's okay. He's a wonderful boy, otherwise. get full control of him when we're outside walking. He comes back as soon as you tell him to. He's an amazing dog to be out walking with and training with and all that. But this part, these two things, I've been working and working and working for him to stop, but he just don't. And he hates the mailman. He goes insane when the mailman comes. It's just weird that he can be such a good dog on all these things, but then these two things, it's just I don't know. Anyway, so let's see here. We're gonna continue working here. So we're gonna make sure that this is not the way I should work, but let's set the header switcher. We're doing it when the item base UI widget in header switch. What the hell is this? That's the base UI widget in header switcher. Get. Let's look at the code and see what the hell it is. It's so funny when you do code and then 4 weeks later you go, what the hell did I do here? And that's what it's supposed to, All right, so if this is a B interactable item, we are setting to 0, otherwise we set it to 1. Easy peasy, right? This probably needs to change as soon as I start getting this information up for. It's gonna still be an interactable item. Everything is interactable items. So yeah. Well, I actually put the text at the bottom here, man, Leonardo. So we have it on information here. Right now, what I'm trying to do is build up an interactable system where I just have a few classes that will be controlled by data assets. So what I'm gonna do is I have whatever I want to put out in the water. If I want to put out a container, or if I want to put out a rock that can be mineable, or whatever you want to do. If you want to put out, anything that you can interact with in the world. If it's going to be a computer that you can hack, or they are all coming from one class. They're coming from a class called interactable item. And they will be controlled totally by a data asset. So the data asset, fill out the data asset, and it will give you all the information that the item needs. And then we just pop it out in the world and you can interact with it. And you're gonna have, like, instead of having all the codes in the actual item, we populate different components into the item and we interact with those components. That is the base of it. So right now, I'm moving my code from having a physical blueprint. If you come from Unity, we're talking about prefabs, right? We have a prefab that we put out in the world. I'm working from the prefab into this single class, and then we are going to interact with it through data assets and cure through data. And what I had to do was I had to go into my widget, which I present my basic information. I created this like 4, 5, 6 weeks ago or something like that. And I was interacting with my one prefab or my blueprint. And I just realized that it won't work. It just won't work. So I had to redo everything, because what it came down to was I was working with a not interactable item that you have in the world, but actually a interactable object that you have in a storage unit or a storage system. And I want to right click on it, get information, and then I would use the same widget that I use for my object that I had in the world. So it would present the data depending on the data that was provided through the data asset. And all of a sudden I'm like, okay, this is not going to work. I have to review the entire system here. So that's where I'm right now, what I'm doing. But basically what it is supposed, in the end, it's supposed to be a gas system. Gas is an ability system that will uh, um, basically create an RPG. Uh, Maybe we'll see if it's going to be an MMO RPG. That's what the goal is, but creating an MMO system is like a huge task. I'm just taking a piecemeal and bit by bit. But the basis, I was thinking when I started this, I played EVE Online a lot, and like, how do they actually do it? How do they get all this data to interact together? How do they integrating the abilities and the attributes, and uh, getting the training aspect, how you implement that to upgrade your abilities and your attributes. And that was what made me start thinking about learning this ability system that I have in Unreal Engine. And it's just the lights just start popping up, and I'm like, I need to try to mimic a system like that for a game where you can have a vehicle of some kind. For me, it's going to be more of a mech tank kind of deal. Different vehicles that you can they have a base class on how they work, how many slots they have for different items, and then you can take different modules and drag it into these slots to upgrade your ship, and that's supposed to be upgraded based on your skills and the skills that you can, different levels of the module that you put in. And of course, the modules cannot just be popped in as is. It need to be fitted together, so your ship cannot handle any module. It can just handle modules that are fitting in with its fitting restrictions. For example, you could have, I put in something called a bandwidth, basically saying that you cannot overreach this bandwidth. So if one module has a higher bandwidth, then maybe you cannot combine it with another module that also has a very, very high bandwidth, and you have to get your vehicle balanced correctly to be able to go out and do whatever you want in the world. If you're going to mine, or you're going to battle other mechs, or you're going to battle NPCs and so on. So that's where I'm at right now. Very early stage, but I thought I'll stream this shit. I mean, I'm sitting and doing it anyway, so why not stream it? I'm not afraid that somebody's going to steal my idea, because here, it's right here. Here's the code that I'm doing. This is not what I'm not doing this to make a game that I'm going to release and they're going to make a shit ton of money. I do it because I want to learn this shit. I want to learn it, and I want to understand how it works from the base up. And I do it as a hobby. This is how I play. This is my sandbox, my MMO. It's not an MMO, but this is my little sandbox where I do what I love to do. I'm sitting here for a few hours every day and just having a blast, trying to learn and understand, and playing my little mini game, so to speak. I gotta talk to that dog. I gotta get him in, because my neighbor's is gonna freaking kill me. Give me a second here. Oh, all right. He's inside, so I hope my neighbors don't kill me now. But oh, all right. So header switcher is done. We don't need to worry about that right now, anyway. Probably gonna get it later. Header item name. Jesus, this, like I said, I did this a very, very long time ago. Well, it feels a very, very long ago. Header item name. It probably wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a very, very long time ago. View text block, header item name text block. Set text. What the hell? Am I even running this at all? Okay. This I'm not even doing. I'm running it through other. Oh no, wait a minute. This is, what the fuck is this? Oh Jesus, I really need to redo this. Okay, let's look at the set main content switcher. It's just basically setting the main content switcher. I don't know why I do it this way. Why did I do it this way? I mean, if I just do it this way. Do I need to use get on that thing? Maybe I do. No, I don't. I don't understand this. I mean, that's it. Set tab button container. Oh, this is just crazy. Okay, so this is a real thing anyway. We need to work on here. So this is the tab buttons. So I have a item have different tabs depending on what it is. It needs to be able to click on a tab. And then it will present another type of data. So if I drag out my actual object I created first, it probably won't work anymore. So we're going to take a look at that. But if we drag out this one, just to get it out there. Oh, shit. Ended up on top of it. Oh, great. I'm going to grab it like so. There we go. Let's see if I can do it. No, I can't do it anymore. I broke that system. Totally broke that system on that one. All right. But it will give us different tabs based on what this data asset is giving us. So if we look at this data asset, we have, let's see, information tab array. It's going to give us two arrays. It's going to give us the basic information tab and the attributes tab. And based on that, those tab will give us certain information depending on how we set everything up. So that is what our goal is, to get those two tabs to be presented. So I just want to see, so we do the code correctly now. So let's see here. So you got the tab button. It's like this. It's, you know, the main content switcher. Why am I doing this way? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna create two variables for this and just set it up. Let's see here. I changed it up totally how I do this. Let's see. So that one is 1. Oh shit. That one is gonna get tab button container. So tab button container. Don't need null pointed either. I mean, there's no point in doing that. Gonna get that. Bum 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 bum. There we go. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna go to our C++ equals base UI widgets tab button container. That's it. Got that. Gonna get this. Gonna remove that. Got this guy. Salaries, man, probably pretty low. Anything with game development is actually on the low end of pay when it comes to IT. So I mean, everything has a hierarchical thing, and I think that when it comes to IT, the lowest pay, of course, is tech develop. What do you call it? IT techs and stuff like that, sitting on the phone and trying to help you fix your computer. That's the absolute lowest. But when it comes to developers, I think that game developers are probably the lowest paid people. I'm sorry to say. It is a bustling environment, and people move from workplace to workplace, but often it's like you get a job, you work for 6 months, 9 months, you're doing a project with a game, and then basically when the game is over, you have to move on. It's a constant battle to find work. You got to live in an area, or if you get employed by a company that actually have multiple games going on all the time. If you work for somebody that's doing a major product, or if you're working for a company that do just spitting out these games that phone games and tablet games and stuff like that, but that's probably down in sitting in India or something like that, and probably not very highly paid. Unfortunately, if you want to make a lot of money, game development is not the way to go. If you want to make a lot of money, probably machine learning, AI, that kind of deal. Architecture of IT architecture, develop different new architecture types. APIs, if you code APIs, they can be pretty lucrative, especially if you do it as a individual, or a what do you call it, sole provider, entrepreneur. But games, sorry, I love creating games, but I know this will never be a main income source for me, at least not as a game developer. If I don't get this game like, whoa, it's awesome. In the field of Auschwitz, I don't know what that is. Oh, architect. Okay. Well, I'm not the person that knows the most. I just been listening to other people that actually worked in the industry. I never worked in the industry. I worked in IT tech. I've been doing APIs, low end, but also my son is he's how should I put it? He's a back end developer, and not in game technology, but even he has a problem getting jobs right now. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Technology is a very interesting area, but it's a very dynamic area, and things switch very very fast and rapidly, especially now with everything that's happening with AI. You never know what the hell is going to happen in a couple of years. Unfortunately, but to me, I don't really care from the point because um, I am, how should I put it? Um, it's not a job for me. It's more of a passion. Let's see. So that is that. So yeah, but I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, jump in. You're gonna make a shit ton of money because I think that it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's got to be a passion. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard. All right, so that is that. So now we can delete those guys there. And we're gonna set the base tab. Set base tab, set. There we go. I'm gonna remove those because I have those already. Boom. All right. So that was the first. You learned a lot from our channel. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I'm continuing to do this, and I do it because I really love it, and especially now that I do these live streams, I really enjoy doing them. And I would sit here and code anyway. So, and to be honest, I'm not the most forward person to get new friends and stuff like that. So interacting with you guys in stream is actually basically the only interaction I have with other people except for my wife. And because I do some other things, to make money, but that is not interacting with other people. So this is mainly the interaction I have with other people. So I love when you guys come in and just say hi and write a couple of words and ask a question. And I'm willing to share the information and the, what I learned so far by, because I'm on a constant learning project. I keep on trying to learn new things regarding this industry on a daily basis. I constantly look at information. I constantly code. I constantly trying to look at tutorials and what's new and what's next in pipeline, what's coming down the line. So yeah, let's see. So get our, we're setting this I to 0 because we are using a for each loop, and we're setting the tab container after we collected the information about, let's see, this whole thing can actually be removed now. No, wait a minute. We're setting that config list. Hold on. What the hell are we doing here? Oh, sometimes it's like you do something and you put in some comments, but sometimes it's just not enough. So you go back and it's going to take you half an hour to figure out what the hell you were doing. I mean, here, for example, it's not a freaking comment. All down here, I haven't put another freaking comment, so I have to really think what I'm doing. I understand what the concept of it is, but then, So we get a curve. So for each, so we need the list here we need is actually coming from our, let's see, it's got to come from this image. No, not that. Here, store data asset items, images by level. No, that's the map from name, header, tape, shoop. It's got to be this guy, loaded assets, cast. Here we go. Storable data asset is a storable item. Storable data assets. So get that. And we're gonna get tabs here. Sub tab, sub object. Was that what I called it? No, tab. Information tabs array. That is the thing that we want to go through there. And that's going to give us an e-tab type. And for each, we're going to get and create an information tab selector. Get world tab button widgets. That's the same. We're going to add it. We're going to on push a dynamic. So this is we push it. We're triggering a function called buttons pushed. We're creating the controller. We are if the tab controller, then well, this is actually we're casting it. I don't know why we cast it here. Yeah, that's correct. We're setting the index value, we're setting the tab. So this is all the information for the tab, so we know what it's doing when we're actually thinking on it. And then this one is going to add the child to the tab button container. So why can you not do that? Tab button container, don't we have that? Contain the tab button. What is tab button container? What is it? Tab button container. It's a horizontal box. Should be able to add a fucking child to a horizontal box. So components, horizontal box. This makes no sense to me, And horizontal box is a class. We're declaring it. Tab button container. Why would we not be able to add a child to that? That makes no sense. Dot add child. It's a error, not a dot. That's why. All right, so we add the child. What are we doing next here? We're getting an enum index. We're casting it from the element that is the e. Okay, so we're casting a enum to an int32, and yeah, let's see here. We have ftab config, hod tab config file. Okay, this is something I need to change up because I don't want my UI to be stored on the HUD anymore. I want to move all this stuff to my Jesus UI subclass UI subclass subsystem UI subsystem. So I'm gonna look at the HUD just do it. I'm gonna say tab. What do I call it? Tab something, right? Tab config file. Let's see. Tab config file. It's a U data table. This is definitely something we don't need here. Tab config file. Let's just take a freaking look at this. I actually don't remember what this is. So We can go to UI and we go to HUD and we go to main HUD and we're going to take a look at UI config file. Tab config file, look at that. It is here. All right. All right. So this file definitely does not belong on the HUD class anymore. So we're gonna move it. Copy this guy, and we're gonna go to our UI manager subsystem, and definitely go in here. And I'm just gonna copy that. I can actually remove this because we're not doing it anymore. Why did you go yellow? Probably has a category, but not an export. Oh, all right. So we actually can remove that too. Because you don't need a category if you're not exposing it to UI. So, right. Let's go into our subsystem here. Oh, Alt O, Alt O. And we are going to grab this guy right here. Just going to retarget it. So this will be a sample with tab config file. Config object. There we go. Nice. So if that one is succeed, then we setting it there, and we are going to set up. All right, so we just need to have that class. We're gonna get the address, copy reference, and boom. Let's see, I can remove some of the things down to the dot, and then everything before data here will be removed. Now we got that, so now we can set a function to get this guy. So I'm gonna get, boom, and this is get tab config file. There we go. And get tab config. I'm gonna do it there, and I'm gonna do definition. Yeah, it's gonna return a tab config file. Boom. Yeah. Cool. So let's get our. Let's see here. I'm gonna remove that for now. Let's see. So we have those. I want to place this in my function library with the other ones. Get vehicle. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I hate when I misspell it like that, and I know it's gonna be somewhere else that it's like, yeah, sorry. Tab config. And we're gonna return that. We're gonna return that. We're gonna go generate in there and get that. Boom. And it's gonna be get config tab config file data table. That's the one we want there. Boom. All right, so now we have that. We can actually move into, let's see, close down a couple of these things because we don't need them anymore. So that's where we're gonna go. And so let's see, we're gonna have this guy here gonna be tab config Maybe, I don't know if I need that anywhere else. Use data table equals, there we go, and we're gonna get, oh, pointer, and this is gonna be a, what the hell am I doing here? There we go. UGD function library get tab config data table, and let's use this as its return. Now we're gonna get that, and we're gonna add this. So now we get our f tab config row, and we're getting the tab config from the sub system instead of from our HUD. And I actually think I can remove that connection. I hope. No, we can't, not yet. We probably can't do it either, because we're gonna get our controller information on the controller. Let's see. So we're getting that. We get the string from the enum index. Yeah, all right. We'll leave it at that for now. And this can actually be just an empty string. It doesn't need to say context. Okay, so if we have a row, we are getting the tab content widget. We're creating a new widget. If we have the widget, then our we're gonna get a controller, and we are going to set it with the controller params that we created somewhere. Where did I put? Oh, here. Here's our params creation. It's nothing weird here. And then we are switching on the type of item, and we're just gonna boom, because it's gonna be a call for a function. So we are setting the item row, setting the item widget controller, and we're adding that child to the base information class if it's an attribute. And this is where I'm going like, yeah, okay, this is a for loop. Everything here is created in the for loop. Yeah, all right. Do that for now. This needs to be an arrow instead of a dot. Okay, so basically that's to get the tabs, right? Initialize sub widget. So let's, before, well, maybe we can. Let's see if it crashes if we do this. I don't know. I don't even know if we're running this code at all, but to be honest, I don't know where that would happen. Because right now, this is just a bunch of, I don't know, where the hell are we running this code? Oh, right, we're setting the tab container. We do that in here. All right, so do it on initialize base implementation. All right, so maybe it works, maybe. Oh, we got a crash. Okay, that's okay. Crashes are good. We're learning from crashes. Crash is nothing to be scared of. Empty slot image. Wait a minute, this is something completely different. What the fuck? It got nothing to do with that. Hold on. I gotta have done some error stuff in, what are we calling that? Set current image. Index 0. UI manager. Which function is this? Drag drop slot controller. Yeah. Index 0, this, so that's fine. Why are we crashing here? Empty slot images index 0. Exception encountered. Yeah, well, something is empty. That's gotta be. Okay, why is UI data asset? What the fuck? Oh, damn, I'm probably looking in the wrong place because hold on. Empty, because I'm looking, no. Empty slot image is in our UI data asset. And the only thing I can think about is that I'm doing something wrong in my, I gotta have fucked up my code in my inventory component, your basic ship here. That's the only thing I can think about. UI data asset. Oh, damn. Look at this shit. Oh, that's why they're wrong. Okay. All right. I placed in the wrong place. That's where we're supposed to be. All right. So we need to rerun this and get this data asset again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's why you need to be particular with what you're doing. Wrong place. So we're launching it to get the right added. I could probably gone. To be honest, I could probably have gone in there and just done all Control Z to get it to work, but I don't know. Data assets. We're gonna say UI. That is the one. I'm gonna copy this. Copy reference. And now we're gonna just paste it in here. Boom. And remove everything up to game and everything after from the dot and on go. So I'm gonna rerun this, and now we're just gonna see if we get the tabs as we wanted. Boom, 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 boom. See, there we go. And no crash anyway. And let's see, information. Ah, damn, something is wrong. Something is wrong. What's wrong? Let's see here. So, set item row. In the basic information, Oh shit. All right. It's okay. This is the next step. So this is the next step. So the F item data is now incorrect. So we're gonna probably get, either we just stop there and not calling the next step, but at least we took ourselves into the next step and we got a crash. So we got to work on that. So what I can do is I close these guys down. I gotta close all these. I don't need anything to the right of this, I think. All right, so what happens here then? So let's take a look at, we can just shut down here. Set information data is passed on. We're getting a tab button correct. So this guy, oh my god, that naming conventions, I am so bad at that. I really need to learn it. And let's see, so basic information controller, content controller. Don't know where I'm calling this guy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if I call it somewhere in this class or in a subclass. We're calling it here. So we're setting the basic information controller. We cast it to this guy here. And we're setting, when is this happening? This is happening, we're creating the tab, the add the child, the tab child, and then we're taking the config, chirp, shmush, shmush, and it doesn't like, what is it doesn't like? It doesn't like here, found row. It doesn't like found row. It's an F item data struct, and it's not supposed to be an F item data struct anymore, right? Because the item row here is nowadays a found row is now a, okay, so this could be a problem right now. It is a row, found row, found row. Where the hell are we? There, that guy. And this is an F interactable items data table. That's the found row. Now, this could switch depending on what we actually have interacted with. Well, it is an interactable item though. It always will be an interactable item, right? Otherwise, it's not going to even create one of those if it's not an interactable item. So, I just need to think this through myself in my brain. That's why. Okay, so we're going to set that. Boom. And boom. Okay. So now we get the found row. And the found row is not going to work with this. Update information. Let's see where we're doing that. We are updating. Let's see here. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Just gonna get that here. Step by step. We'll get there. Need to do that right now. And as we work our way through, then we get that, then we set the widget controller. And with the tab content, fuck are we doing here? Jesus, what am I doing here? So we're casting it to this. We do a double cast? What are we doing with this guy here? Oh, well, we're setting the item row. That's one thing. But after we do that, what's happening with this guy? Say what? This is why I'm not supposed to leave stuff just happening. So, okay, we get our. Oh, hold on. We'll take it from the start here now. Here's the tab button controller, right? Doing a lot of things with that. That's fine. We're adding that child. Boom. Then we're getting the enum index and getting the data table for the tab config. We're getting the row from that. If that row is true, then we create a widget called tab content widget. If that tab content widget has been created, then we create a controller, a tab content controller, creating that controller. And if that controller implements base UI widget controller interface, we are making sure that it does, then we want to switch on that and get the basic information. If there's a basic information tab, the actual tab is basic information, then we create a sub widget sub content. We cast this tab content widget, which is this one, to become a U information widget sub content of a base information widget. Okay, fine. So now we have our widget that we have is now a base information widget. We cast our controller, tab content controller, to a base info controller because that is the one that's going to control our base information widget. We're setting that. I'm just adding the wrong freaking controller here, I think. I don't know why I am doing it. I'm just doing it wrong. I think this is what I was thinking about doing from the start, because otherwise, why the hell would I cast it to this? There was no freaking point to do that. Right. And now this, of course, won't work because now we are adding something completely different from what we did before. Now this is a found row there, and the found row is now a F interactable items data table. So basic input header text. So we need to get here, why the hell do we get all this stuff? Oh, okay, I should not do this way. We need to redo this completely differently. So basically all these things here, copy those, take them in here, go to public. We're just going to paste them in there. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a key object pointer of type view text block called basic info head text. Right? Oh, there. And then I'm going to do a U property. That's U property. U polish. What the hell? I'm not poly. U property. There we go. Oh, and we're going to correctly. There. Thank you. Now we can just copy paste this, and we're going to get this one, and this is just going to be basic info body text. Copy paste. This is going to be a U text block, and this is going to be lower head text, and then we're going to use our text block here. Well, let's see, copy text. This is going to be our lower body, because every sensible RPG needs lore. All right, so that is that. So now we have to remove all this stuff because we are really not going to use it. And we can remove this stuff here. Boom. And let's see. Cool. All right. That's the first thing. Now, what we can do here is we can take our found row. We want to cast it to the right data asset. So this is the problem. Do we want to pass in a found row, or would we rather want to pass in something more controllable? Because right now, all the information we want is coming to us in this loaded data asset. Can use this, a U data asset, and just store that. Can do that. So if I go down here, I'd rather pass on something that I don't have to go through the whole motion again. And I want to be able to say that we're passing in the same data no matter what the type is, and then we can, you know, get that information out of it from, if it's a storable, we get it from there. If it goes mineable, we get it from there. So I'm going to do a T object pointer of a U data asset. I'm going to call it loaded data. And, oh, sorry, loaded data asset is what we're going to call it. And this is going to be a U property. And let's see here. So now we can just load that like so, and we can pass that through here. Well, it's gonna be incorrect, so we're gonna update that here. This is a U data table asset. Come on. Okay, let's do this properly. No, well, we can actually do, but this is T object pointer, U data asset. Boom. Found loaded data. Boom. Okay, so now we set the item row using a U data asset pointer. Or is it a reference? In loaded data, let's copy this guy and paste that in there. Boom. I don't know. The data equals in loaded data. Here we go. This first of all gonna be arrows. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so now we got a loaded data. Now let's see, how will we know what type of loaded data it is? Well, maybe we need to add that information here as well. So we're gonna have, let's see here, the loaded data, and then we're gonna switch it on type, and we're getting the type from the target actor. We can actually set this now. Boom. We can set that as well. And I'm gonna set that there. Use that as a new property. Boom. So we got that type. We're gonna set that here. So we're gonna do, come on, type. Boom, boom. So set the type here instead. And we're doing that as a global. So once we set that, we can now pass that by here. So we're probably going to change the name a little bit here. So now it's going to be set item info. So we're going to do the U data, and then we're going to have a, what the hell we call it? Yep. That guy right there. Go there, and we're going to set that as a reference, and we're going to call it type. And we're going to copy that. Oh, we're going to do that here as well. Type and new property. Yeah. Copy that. Go in here. There. And type equals in type. How about that? How about that? And now we can just do a switch on type. And in case type is, let's see. Yeah, we need to change the name of this one too. There we go. There we go. And also here, there, and then we're going to set that. That's a lot of changes, but it's needed. It really was needed. All right. So case and type was, of course, that guy there. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to be storable. And so, oh shit. Let's see. We're going to do break first. Copy that. 2, 3. This is going to be mineable. And this is going to be hackable for now. And so what I'm going to do here is there's going to be an f text. So we're going to set, it's going to do on top here. It's going to add those. F text equals, let's see, info head equals to f text So we're gonna copy this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And we're gonna do info body. Oh, body info body. I'm gonna do lower head. Sounds dirty. It sounds very dirty. Body. All right. So we can remove those. Now, if that is storable, we need to cast our information row here. I'm gonna cast that too. Let's take a gander up here. There we go. Pop that little sucker and go in here and there. And let's see. We're gonna do a use storable data asset pointer called storable data asset, and we are going to use our loaded data. Cool, look at that. Now we can set these guys to the correct thing, which is gonna be, whoa, storable data asset. Is it an arrow or a dot? Arrow. Okay, so this is info header. In basic info is an F string. So we got item date name lower header. Wait a minute. Lore info, we got lore. We got basic info ID, lore header. Basic info, let's freaking take a look at this. Oh shit, I can't. There's so many errors here right now. Shit. So lore header. Okay, let's do this. Jesus Christ. Gonna do is lore header. However, this needs to be an F text, so this is going to be an F text. Oh, F string. Oh, I remember. I don't remember. From string? Yes, from string. And that is a string, so we can paste that in there. Boom. Here we go. So that's going to be lore. Yes, lore. Cool. Info body. It's gotta be info. It's gotta be. And look into it, but I think it's the basic info. I think. And the next thing is going to be just the. Is it a name or something like that? What do I think here? Basic info, lore header, item name, skeletal mesh. We'll go with that, and that is an F name, right? That's an F name. What the hell? What am I thinking? I actually don't know what I was thinking here. Basic info, item name, lore header, ID. Not gonna be an ID. It's gotta be that. All right. So we're gonna do from string F name. I think this is how you do it. That's not how I do it. This is not how you do it. Do it. No. F string from name. We have a from name there, yeah. Value boom and boom and boom. How about that? That actually worked. All right. So now we just need to set the info head here. Oh, info head to just there. Boom. Think. Why are they yellow? Declaration of lower head hides previous local description. All right. We have to take a look at that then. Lower body. So, oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're gonna do that, 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 and that. All right. That, fix that, and we don't have anything there just yet. Yeah. So, yeah. So update information. Is that being called from this guy here? That makes no sense either. Set item information. We are setting widget controller. What the hell are we doing here? Where is this being called? Update information. There's something I'm missing here. I'm afraid that I'm missing something here. Get a controller. Information widget sub content. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. So I was actually doing something right here. So I need to change this back. This is not supposed to be base info controller. It's supposed to be that one. Which is just insane that I'm doing it this way, but otherwise it won't work. I guess there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Okay, we got some errors. Let's see. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. I've not done anything right. So we're gonna do here. We're gonna add the struct. Well, is that this? No, it's not. Add that. Struct. Interactable items array. Well, there we go. Whoa, hello. This is my Pete problem. I keep forgetting to add things to this. And that just gives me a billion freaking errors all over the freaking place. Unsigned. I just want to do this, to be honest. I don't know why I used the beta. Come on. Beta. Item data. I don't know why I used these. Let's try it again. Two, 5, 7. Wow. That little thing just solved all my problems. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. I'm gonna go grab me some coffee. I just want to see that this actually works, and I'm gonna grab me some coffee and I'm gonna work this through. Because we got a whole nother window to work through as well. Let's see, where's the crash? Where's the crash? We're going to crash it. Yes. This is another. What? it doesn't know. It's a null pointer on those things because we are not setting it. Yes, of course, we're not setting it. How fucking stupid am I? All right, that's okay. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I know what's wrong here, so it's not like I go like what. I actually know exactly. We're not setting these things. We just I need to set them from here. I need to have a function, update information function here that will set the things that I need to set. So I'll be right back. I was gonna grab some coffee. All right. Oh, God. Okay, so let's see. This is information widget sub content. So we need to pass in these things so we have access to them. That's what it comes down to here. Dunk. So maybe the best information was to just do this. Let's see if I can move this back. And so what I need to do here, I can close that guy there. I was a little bit fast when I did this, I guess. I want to have in here on these guys. And I mean, it's that. Gonna be text blocks, right? U text blocks. U text. Yeah, I was a little bit fast when I did this, but that's okay. Right, like so. Just gonna copy this. Go in there, not there. Dunk, there. And paste that back in there. And now we can just set those buddies here. Or I don't need to do that, I can do this. Yeah, start with setting them equals to in basic. Why do I have two here? Oh, it was one was head and one was text. Okay. Just gonna do equals there. Copy equals there. And copy there. What's that? Is that it? Why do I have errors all over the freaking place? Hold on, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Oh, I got one too many. There we go. I was like, what the hell? Alright, so that is that. So now we got that and we're setting it, we're getting information. It's gonna be more errors probably because we haven't started working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my data asset and remove the second. So we're just gonna have one tab for now, and then we're gonna look at making sure that this tab works, and then we can move on to the next tab. So we're gonna go to a data asset for interactable here. We're gonna go down here to my information tab, and I'm gonna remove attributes now. I'm gonna add it in a little bit here. So let's see if we can just get this to work. Or yes, here we go. So now we got our basic information tab, and we got our basic containers. So that's the name. A versatile storage unit can be deployed in space or on planetary surfaces, can be used to store and transport goods, or it may be ejected when jettisoned cargo from their vehicle. Equipped with the right onboard equipment, these containers can be securely deployed or retrieved when the vehicle is destroyed, there's a chance that its cargo containers will be lost, potentially holding valuable items from the wreckage. And then we have a little lore, like Agio Technology cargo container, manufactured by Agio Technology, a leading innovator of interstellar logistics. These cargo containers are trusted across the galaxy for their durability and reliability. Headquartered in the Volaris Quadrant, Agio Technology has been the forefront of spacefaring advancements for centuries. Their containers are stable in both commercial and military operations, designed to withstand the harshest conditions in deep space. Whether deployed for trade or salvage from wreckage, these containers embodied the precision and quality of Agio engineering. So that is basically the basic information, but just, blah, blah, blah. And then we can, of course, I'm gonna have a second item. Each of them are supposed to have its own image, so we're going to work on that at some point. And of course, each model will have its own look and feel on the actual container. This might be something like a extra large container or something like that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there, but I was thinking about maybe doing it on stream the next couple of days. Sorry, I think uploading a tutorial video of anything and you can move more view gain. Yeah. Yes, Nav. Problem is I don't have the energy to sit and edit. That's the problem. I've done videos and tried to edit it, and it takes like 3 days, full days to get. Maybe it's just because I'm really suck at it, but I really, 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 really didn't like to sit and do the editing. It was a freaking nightmare, to be honest. So, but then again, I can tell you that since I start live streaming, yeah, I might not have a shit ton of viewers right now. I actually don't know. I don't look at it that hard, but my subscriber count has gone really, really fast forward. It's just 15 days or 18 days or whatever I had since I start streaming this. And we'll take it one step at a time. But yeah, I'm probably gonna, because I was thinking to do this though. I don't know what you think, but I was thinking, have you ever seen the week in, what do you call it? Week or month? No, week in Star Citizen, where they sit and they talk about, just 10 minutes talking about what we've been working on the last week and what we're going to work on going forward. I was thinking about doing something like that, like a upload, talk about what we've been working on and what the goal is and where we're going and what we're doing, or I'm doing. So maybe a monthly upload like that could generate some gain, a little bit more viewers. But yeah, right now for me it's more about I'm sitting and talking through this everything, and I absolutely we'll see if I can do some more tutorials, but it's just takes so much time to do. But yeah, you're probably right. I could do a lot better when it comes to viewers. And my way of interacting with viewers might be better, and there's a lot of things I can do. I actually started stream this on dual streamed on Twitch as well, but I realized that my viewers, when it comes to people at least popping in and saying hi, it's here on YouTube. On Twitch was absolutely dead. It was nothing. And I used to stream on Twitch. I'd stream some gameplay and stuff like that. And I I had a following of maybe 5 to 10 people. They came in on a regular basis. I always had like 10, 15 viewers constantly when I played the EVE Online. But you know, they're very, very EVE Online-y. That's all they're watching. That you know, as soon as you do something else, you have 0 viewers. It's a very hard transfer. And to be honest, streaming coding on Twitch, you gotta have a big name. I know that Pirate, what do you call it? Pirate coding or Pirate whatever. He has what, 10, 15,000, but I don't know what he's actually doing. He has very, very strange personality. It's not really clicking with me, his personality, but you know, everybody's not for everybody. So yeah. All right. We got that working in a way. So we're just gonna work on our next little tab here. So if I click on this, we're adding our next tab array, and we're gonna get our attributes. Was the one I wanted to work on. So let's see if we click on information, what happens. We're getting a crash, and we want to know why are we getting a crash, and then we're gonna work on that. Let's see, in found row. Yeah, this is, let's see, crashed. Is on TWC attributes controller. Woo! So we're gonna start working through this. And where are we going before this? We setting tab container on attributes. So we are down in this area here. So we're gonna basically do the same thing over again. So we can close basic. This one is done. UI update assets. That one. Close this guy. We can close this guy because that is done for now. All right. So what are we doing here? First of all, we want to. It's not that anymore. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna update our. Maybe I should open the other one though, because I probably a lot of these things are going to be across. You know, so basically, load the data. We're gonna use that instead. Reduce the loaded data row instead. And let's see here. Controllers. That boy here is going to be a U data asset. And we're going to have the loaded data. And we're going to have same thing here though. We're going to have set item info is probably a better word for it, because we probably need the item type here as well. Boom. Interactable type. And to be honest, I know now I've talked about, you know, uploading tutorial videos, and I don't always, I don't really know what the hell to you know, you're like, oh yeah, updating that, and like, yeah, all right, uploading that. What the hell am I supposed to do? You know, what is the content people want to see? Because in the end, it's like sitting there like, okay, let's do this. You know, like, okay, upload it, and there's like 15 people watching it. It's like, all right, thanks. I spent 3 days creating this amazing, or this tutorial, and I got 15 people watching it. It's like, you know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to, and do it for 2-3 weeks, and your tutorials get less than 100 views, and you spent days and days and days. Then I'd rather do something I really enjoy doing, which is this. And if people like it, people like it. But in the end, you're probably gonna do everything, but all of a sudden it's a 24-hour job. It's it's something you think about and trying to go like, what can I do, to reach out to more people, and it feels like once I started the live stream this stuff, it feels like more people are getting engaged in the content. Let's see, what the hell am I doing? Set item info. What am I doing? Setting the item info. Do we do that here? No, we're setting item row. We're gonna set item info. That's what we want to do. And we're gonna do loaded data asset, and we're gonna do type. Boom. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Now, we got our data asset. Don't need that. We need to set loaded data. That one, copy that there. New data asset and new data. Do I need to? No, that makes no sense. I need to do get. No, I can't do that. Do I need to do? What do I need to do? Why are you not happy here? Reference implicitly generated. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong here? New data asset, inloaded data. Inloaded data, that is exactly the same what I'm doing. It's so funny. You're doing one thing, it's like, yeah, it's exactly like I do here. Do I need to, wait a minute, do I need to do something here? No. I'm Swedish, living in Ireland. So yeah, I'm European. Right, speak. So West European, not American. So what the hell is going on? Why is this giving me an error? You attempted to use deleted U data asset. Delete what? Ooh, I think I know. I know. Ooh, in. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. There we go. Inload the data. This is need to be in type. And yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nice. All right. Type equals to in type. There we go. Boom. All right, so now we got to load the data and we got to type. So let's just take a little gander here. We'll just do a switch here on type. We can just copy this guy here, right? Case break hackable. Boom. Let's can do that here. Let's do that. Okay. What the hell? Use storeable items data. Let's get that here. Nope. So now, where you self from? Where are you from? It seemed to have a lot of people from India coming in here, which is pretty cool. Totally on the other side of the world, you know. It's not gonna be UI. It's gonna be in user data. Storeable item. So there we go. Let's get that. Nice. Can remove all these information because now we got our storeable data asset. So we can look at our curve. Right, this is what I need. I need a curve table. I think I have the curve table actually already on it. So we're gonna see here. Boom. Data asset. And that is not going to be a soft. Let's see here. Remember, it's not going to be a soft object pointer. Curve. It is a soft object pointer. I don't think it needs to be a soft object pointer because this is just, we're going to load in the data table as attribute data, attribute asset, data asset as is. So this does not need to be a soft object pointer. Maybe we can have it as that. It doesn't really matter. Default attribute. Default attributes. Okay. We'll load it as is, as needed. Get row map for each of our loaded. Wait a minute. We're gonna have multiple? No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have one. So copy this guy here. Name, curve, row name. Jesus. Oh man, you live in Ireland too? Nice. Yeah, I live in the Midlands. Welcome in, excellent Torch. Yeah, I lived here since 2016 actually. So really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Yeah, we there is actually an active game development. There's a lot of, I think it's down in Galway. They have like a lot of companies that doing game development. I haven't really looked into it, but And I get a shit ton of people contacting me, like recruiters contacting me, like, yeah, you want to, we love to get your application, and it's like, all right, but you need to be C# and Unity. I'm like, yeah, on my LinkedIn it actually says Unreal Engine C++, that I do that, and you want me to? I'm not saying that I'm good enough to work for them, but they're like, people, recruiters doesn't understand there's a difference between C# and C++, and just because you're a game developer doesn't mean that you know all the freaking engines, you know. So, but apparently it's a lot of Unity companies that use Unity for all different kinds of things, but they should move over to Unreal Engine in my view of it. Anyway, so let's see. What the hell are we doing here? F name, the curve row name. I need to do, that's a loaded core. Oh, maybe this is exactly what I need to do. For work, this is just, I'm just doing this for fun because this is what I love to do. No, I don't do this for work because, to be honest, I am extremely self-taunting. You know, it doesn't matter how good I am at this. It doesn't matter how good I become at this. I will always think that I'm not good enough to do it as a profession. And to be honest, I don't know, because I have my own business on the side that's not game development. Yeah, Unity ain't the best way to go. I know. I've been playing around with Unity myself, but I think that Unreal is a better option. But I worked for people so many years. I own my own business multiple times, and I've done my own other stuff. Work for other people. And to be frank, I'm too old to work for people. You know, to do what other people tell me to do. I just don't like it. That's why it's so funny, because I was playing EVE Online, and EVE Online is, if you haven't played it, it's huge groups that founded in corporations, and people tell you what to do, and like, oh my god. Oh really? Where you come from originally? Where did you move in from? Yeah, you're also self. Yeah, yeah. Working for other people, it's like, you do this. I'm like, okay, it's not good enough. Okay, fuck off. You can't say that to me. I'm your boss. I'm like, not anymore. I'll quit. Go to hell. No, it's, and everybody is always like, oh, if you don't do it, you're gonna get to HR. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Oh, and it's like, no. Then again, it helps that I have a wife that actually makes a decent living. She makes quite a bit of money. So, oh, you're from Nepal. All right, that is, how is that? I'm sorry. Now, you're from Nepal. You're doing game development, and to me, my view on Nepal is like, the people that climbs up the mountains. What do you call it? The what do you call it? Sherpas. That's my view. I'm sorry. It's extremely racist. I'm sorry. It's extremely racist, but that's, I've never been to that part of the world. That's what I'm thinking. But how technology, how is the internet, how is things going in Nepal? What is it? What is the infrastructure for technology there? And Torch is from Sri Lanka. Doing game projects is fun project. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, game projects as a front. this is, as I said, this is my passion. This is my what I love to do. I rather do this than to play, games for hours and hours and hours, especially games where people tell me what to do in the game. It's like, no, fuck off. So let's see here. I'm just gonna see if I could, because right now I get a big error of everything here. So we're gonna go, and where is this curve going to end? It's gonna be ending here. That's the first thing. So we get the curve name, target level, blah blah blah, value at time. This is just a string that we are printing out if we get a curve. So let's take a look at this and see if we have a curve added to our data asset. Not good technology, but I plan to study in the US. All right, yeah. Yeah, I get that visa and go study technology in San Francisco or whatever. I've been a lot to the US. My wife is American. So, oh shit. Let's see. We're just gonna do this. So yeah, I traveled a lot to the US. I never considered living there because of two things. Their political climate is just crazy. And the second thing is because, oh shit, found row. This is gonna be, what is this set? This is something else. We're gonna wait with that one. Because both me and my dear wife have some medical history. I have a little problem with high blood pressure. I'm working on it. I'm exercising constantly, and so it's under control. My wife had a breast cancer 10 years ago, so she had what they call a pre-existing condition. When it comes to medical and medicine and stuff like that, it's just freaking crazy. Yeah. Well, but I guess where are you talking about tourists? Are you talking about Nepal or talking about the US there? All right, let's see here. Let's take a look at our basic container. No, it's I mean it's fine. It's just that, I wouldn't. I love traveling to US, but the way they handle certain things is just, there's no way I would ever move there. LinkedIn, um, no, I don't know. I don't know if I want to hand out my LinkedIn profile and stuff like that. It feels a little. I don't know. That's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know enough about LinkedIn to use it that way. So at this time, I rather not. So I hope that's okay with you. Um, well, game devs in the US is probably this. If you know, you work, they got these major companies that doing it. Yeah. Well, SwatPop Gaming has a. I don't really. I have social media. I have some kind of social media going, but it's very, very sporadic. I don't really use it a lot. But let's see here. I think I have on my. I was gonna do something here. Da, 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 da. If I do Streamlabs. I haven't been in on Streamlabs for a while, but dashboard. Cloudbot and commands. Let's see here. So what I do have, if you ever want to get in touch with me, you can do that. See if that works. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, it's not even on. So we need to turn that on first. There we go. And that didn't work either. Maybe I need to refresh something or save something. Oh, no. Let's see. Discord. There we go. Now it works. I need to refresh that. So at least got that. Oh, now it starts giving all these commands. All right, it's a little slow there. Okay, cool. Open my Discord. The thing is that I had this Discord created a long time ago when I was streaming EVE Online. And yeah, so I have it working. So I'm gonna start using it again. It's not much happening in there. Oh my God, I had like 40 people. Now I have 8. That's a part of this. Oh, that's pretty funny. But we'll start building it up again. That's part of this fun project, right? All right. Let's see here. We did the attributes again. Streamlabs is now it's a bot that I use from. It's the streaming services that have a bot, so you can add commands and stuff like that. So we had, for example, if you type in things in the chat, it will either it will check if it is okay to type those things. But for example, I have, let's see, I do hello, it will give me a command. Welcome to stream, I'm SmartPop Gamer. Welcome to stream. If you have questions, just ask away. Here's love new bros, and we'll teach you everything we know and a little bit of that we don't know. Apparently, it came in 2 sections there. I think I have a command. No, I don't. Should have a commands. So, for example, corp. I don't have much stuff that is not exclamation mark lurk. There we go. Stuff like that. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna go soon, and I need to get this to work before I go. So let's take a look at my curve table here. Default attribute values, information tab, ship. What the hell is that? That's a default attribute values. That's not a curve table. Where's my curve table? Lower image info. My God, where is my, what would you call it? What did I call it? Let's see here. Basic storable data. I called it default attributes values. That is what I called it, and that is actually what we have here. That is our default attribute values right there. That's the curve we're picking up. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna take a look at this. So we are, let's see here. Case there, we get the curve table. We're floating it through. We're doing that. Okay, so we should actually get something on the screen here. If I click that, and I'm gonna do info and get the attributes. Here we go. So we got something happening. So we have two different tabs now. So yeah, we're gonna move on here and take to the next. My project, oh, I don't want to even think about it. I would think that maybe I don't know. I mean, if I put it like this, you don't know where it will end up, right? I think that by Christmas or December this year, I'm probably gonna have come that far at I added so we have combats in the game and you can actually play it a little bit. But when it comes to start to work on other aspects of this, for example, start building APIs and start storing things on servers and taken to the next level, the project itself will take a long time, a very long time, probably a couple of years, I would think. But the point where I can start saying that we have a game, we actually can interact with the game and have two different clients that talk to each other and playing against each other, I'm probably going to have it for January 2025. But then to take it to the next step, we're going to take a much longer time because it's going to be a lot more complicated and include other aspects like server meshing and all that stuff. Which is something I look forward to do, but it's not something I can say that we're going to do anytime soon. Because you have different ways to go if you can have multiplayer, right? Either you do something like a local server, which you and your friend can play against each other, or you go the other route is to have a centralized server that people log into the server to play the game and they can encounter each other in the game. And there is a huge difference in time. I mean, doing a single solo play game, I could probably do it. I would be done with the project sometime in March, April next year. If I work on a daily, I could have something that I could actually package and ship. But when it comes to start working with multiplayer, then it's going to be a whole different ball game that will take a couple of years, at least, to have something that we can start interact with and maybe go into alpha testing and so on and so on. But then again, it depends on how many hours a day I can put in. I want to put down 6 to 8 hours a day minimum, but right now I'm down to 4 to 5 hours because of everything I'm doing. So yeah. So let's see here. So what did I do? I got in here. Let's just take a look at this. That's what I'm trying to do also with these things, is that I can get to a point where I do a lot of things I'm doing now will ease up everything I need to do, I can do later. So items in the world is going to be, as data driven as possible to ease up later on. It's a lot of work now, less work later. Do it right now, then you know that it's gonna work as you progress in your project. So I got values coming here. So if I minimize this, oh, I need to just post this. I get attributes and I get values coming out of my log. So warning kerning width is 400. Let's see, where is the information I'm actually trying to print? Log temp value at time. Here, value at time 1 for curve armor, because this is the current level, is 42. Value at time 1 for core is 10, and value for time 1 for curve storage is 500. So we're getting that information here. So we got the row, we got the curves. So what do we want to do here? So that is loaded. Dun, 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 storable. If that is curve, let's see what we're doing here. So next thing we're doing here is we're checking if a specific curve is valid. Now, this is not the curve that we want to look for. We want to look for this curve. So loaded curve table. So if this is valid, let's say that curve is valid. So loaded get row map. If loaded curve table is valid, then we do curve payment, same thing here. Get the target level, do value for that curve. Okay, so this whole thing is actually what I do already. So if I'm gonna do here, I can do an if statement, loaded curve table, if that is valid. There we go. I want to, I want to bring this guy inside this. Boom. Now we can add the else statement here. Well, I don't need that guy. That's fine. All right, so this is basically just attribute list, add the curve row name to an attribute list. And then we're gonna go down and reset that. Then we're gonna do this guy over here to actually drill through the information. So element found row is not what we're using, but we need to use attributes rows, list of item information. What the hell am I doing here? loaded curve table. We're getting an attribute list. We added code, row name and the value. Oh, right. This one is actually something I removed. So we're going to forget about that one. And we're just going to do this guy for now. And after that, it should be working. Should be working. So, getting the attribute row, we're creating the widget. Get the widget params. Yeah, I'm coming. Coming, Colton. Come on. Yeah, I know. Oh, you really can't. Ah, come on. Khaleesi, stop. Let's see. Let us move this guy. Okay, I can't really see. My God. That's horrible. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Get the info, get the attribute. There we go. And we are done with this part. Item information. I don't really know what the hell to put there right now. So but right now we get that information. So the next thing we're gonna do, because now we have a totally new system with an item that are really driven by data from the base up. We have all the information. We can see here. I can place it here. We have targeting information. We can look at it. We can do everything we could do with the other one. It just goes a little bit too low to the bottom. Can target it. Can untarget it. We can unlook at it. And we can get the information. So the next thing we're gonna work on when it comes to this container is the storage object. We're gonna be able to store items in this object. It will probably, I don't know exactly how we're gonna implement this whole thing when it comes to it, but somehow we're gonna be able to store items inside it, and then we're gonna pop it out and be able to jettison out the box. Now, the next thing I want to do is this. I want to be able to press information here, and the same window is going to open up, presenting the information about this item, which is not an item in the world, but actually is an item in my storage system. And I have the same thing if I put it down here. I have the information button. So I want to be able to get that information and present it to the screen. So that's my next job. And then we're going to start working on storage for containers and for the vehicle. So I'm going to start working on my window up here. That basically is going to be like one of these. Not really exactly like this, but something like this. And it's going to have these tabs all along here, and it will be like offensive, defensive, fitting stuff. So whenever you drag something into these slots, this will update accordingly with the offensive, defensive, how we fit it. But also I want the ship storage or vehicle storage will be in here, that will be able to to interact with, drag it like modules from here into my slots, or from my my inventory into my inventory of the vehicle. And after that, once we get that working, we'll start working on the save function, so we can actually save information on the vehicle, what is stored on the vehicle in the slots, what is stored in the inventory of the vehicle, and so all we can recreate this every time we change vehicles. We should be able to restore the state of the vehicle as it is right now. uh, Even if we package up the vehicle and put it in a storage here, vehicle storage, we can place it in there, open up another vehicle, set that vehicle's properties as we want it, and then we can switch back and forth, and it will stay as we had it in the last state. So that's the next couple of weeks of work, I think 2-3 weeks. So that's what I'm gonna do. And including that, we will work on making sure that storage boxes here get the inventory system working. And I will also start working on different meshes for storages, and so there will be a little bit Blender, a couple of Blender streams. So yeah, so that is what it looks like for the next few weeks. Anyway, I'm gonna I gotta go and pick up my wife here in a little bit. I'm probably gonna work a little bit on this tonight, so start getting this information done, because I really want to move on. But probably not on stream. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. Probably usually it's pretty tired to just talk, and I need to get this moving along as well, this project. Anyway, until next time, I'm Swap Up Gaming, and I really thank everybody that's been here today and everybody that subscribed. I saw there was like 6 people today, so that is awesome. Thank you so much for everybody that did it. And for you guys that have been and chatting, oh my god, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by, and well, that's it for me. And Coltrane Man here, he just want to say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.